Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are live. It's WASD 20 Live. Icewind Dale, Rime or Reason. These guys, you missed them, didn't you? I did. I've been thinking these past 2 weeks. I can't wait to get back to crush their players, or their characters, not their players. Anyway, how you doing tonight, guys?
Doing well. Ready to be crushed.
I would prefer not to be crushed, but I'm still doing all right.
Clay prefers to crush.
That's right.
Good.
I'm really glad that I just learned that all duergar can turn into giants. That's fun. And I'm still wondering why our duergar has never done that, and ridden to our defense or anything like that. It's like, yeah, cool, we're fighting yetis and stuff like that, and you could have grown into a giant this whole time.
Is this true?
I actually don't know about
pairs
that.
of gloves this whole time.
I do know about this, and I'm happy to describe it. But this is a little meta. But if you're playing a duergar, you can turn giant at 3rd level, and you can turn invisible at 5th level.
Okay.
And it is not as you're not as powerful. I noticed when as we're fighting these duergar. If I was to become giant, I would not be as powerful as these duergar are.
Yeah, I think they get double damage or something.
Yeah.
So,
I wouldn't get quite that powerful, but
it
might come up. It might come into play.
That's WotC showing their dungeon master bias right there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good. Hey, thank you all for being here, everybody. So glad you're all here joining us to watch. And also, huge thank you to our sponsor, Hero Forge. HeroForge.com is where you want to be. They're amazing. You can go and make your own custom characters. It's just like an all-around character builder. I mean, a lot of people think of Hero Forge and they're like, oh, you can make your own custom minis. No. You haven't been to Hero Forge in a while. So go check it out. Tons of tools, color tools now, the wonderful tokens that we use here in the game, here on screen and on our battle mats are made using Hero Forge, and it's awesome stuff. So thank you so much to Hero Forge for supporting the stream. Go check them out. I also want to, before we get going here, wish our good friend Michael and all other Aussies out there a happy Australia Day. Michael, thank you for taking some time out of your holiday here to be with us. Appreciate that.
Thank you. No, it's absolutely awesome. Actually, it's really nice. I've been invited to do like a big Australia Day thing straight after this game, and a bunch of like the RPGers are super keen because Australia's got such a nice community of people gaming and stuff like that. So if you do get a chance to, and if you do know an Australian streamer or an Australian friend, just give them that hello and happy Australia Day.
For sure. Yeah, good stuff. All right, well, let's jump right back in here. We had left off last time, and we were mid-battle. It was getting late, and it was just one of those things. We had to end the stream because, jobs and lives and stuff like that, and I didn't quite know when it was going to end because the battle just kind of ticked up a bit, actually, with the release of a large, lumbering ogre zombie. So, my friends, I'll get over to the map here. Oh, and I should share the map with you guys as well. That would probably be good. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. This is not the one. Sorry, hold on. Not as prepared as I once thought. All right. Cool. Okay, now I believe I can reveal the map, and then I can share the link with you guys as well. Okay, cool. So as our viewers can see here, we are kind of huddled in this, the players have effectively created a bit of a bottleneck here. So some nice strategizing on their part there. And we are headed into another round of combat that's going to start with the players this time, because where last we left off, the kind of jittery, hulking shape of an ogre zombie and its groaning was just barely seen, probably behind this enlarged duergar here in the hallway. And I still have our initiative order from last time, and it is going to be Nikos' turn. So Nikos, while you are thinking about what you would like to do here, I am going to get you guys the link to Owlbear Rodeo here. Just give me a moment. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Put that in the Zoom chat for you guys. Okay. Good. So, just a little bit meta here. The two Duergar have taken some damage, so, if we had not ended so abruptly, you guys would probably remember that. They have each taken, 10 or 15 damage, I would say. Well, maybe a little less. And the Ogre Zombie has just been released from its cage and has not really taken any damage yet. Well, obviously, it's a zombie, so it's damaged by default. But anyway, let's pick up there. Michael, what would you like to do?
All right. So Nikos, seeing the ogre and the duergar sort of lumbering in that direction, sort of ideally trying to get them into that straight line bottleneck, is going to step behind. I'm going to step behind our good friend Grukfar here. And I'm going to ready an action to cast a spell as Nikos yells out, Grukfar, step aside!
All right.
And I'll hold my action.
Okay. Good.
I'll
So
ready
you
an action once he moves aside.
Yep. Perfect. That sounds good. All right. That brings us to Grukfar. And after that, we'll have Clay, Fizwick, and then the hostiles once again.
Okay. Grukfar kind of goes into almost like a hunched position, and you can hear a sort of low utterance kind of under his breath, and you can hear him mentioning the names of both himself and Clay and Nikos and Fizwick. And he casts Prayer of Healing.
Ooh. Yes, please.
Which is 6 points, 6 HP for anybody who needs it.
Hold on. I just noticed something awesome about D&D Beyond. You just did that.
Yeah.
And we're in the same game. It popped up on my screen as being a message for me of how much you healed us. Healed me.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's getting a little
Oh,
smarter.
I see that. That is awesome. Yeah, there's like a little thing that pops up.
I have never seen that. And you can click on by chat, you can click on game log and it will tell you what's going on.
I'm glad I didn't I saw some pretty low points coming through there, and I'm glad I didn't lie. I've been really embarrassed.
I wouldn't have said anything.
I would have known when I saw your eyes light up. And I am going to move. I'm gonna move just here, just 5 feet. We're going with 5 feet, even though it's 10 feet, right?
Yeah,
Just,
even though it says in huge letters 1 square is 10 feet, pointing out my ignorance. Yes, we're gonna stick with my initial ignorance.
Okay, cool. I'll stick with it then too.
All right, very good. So everyone, take your hit points if you are healed, and next up we have Clay.
Okay.
Does my ready action?
Oh yes, your ready to action comes into effect now. Sorry.
Okay, so I am utilizing. Here we go. Agnar's Scorcher as a spell. It is a 30-foot line spell that emanates from me, and all 3 of those guys will need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, nice. Okay. I'm just realizing that my Owlbear Rodeo for our viewers, it was not updating. So now you should see the correct positions of the players. But, okay. So each of them will have to make a what, Michael?
Each of them will need to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. So the first Duergar rolls an 18. the ogre zombie rolled a 4, and the duergar behind rolled an 8 plus. Well, probably not going to make it. Yeah. What's the DC?
Okay.
13?
14.
14. Okay, so
Oh,
only.
sorry. It's 8 plus stat plus level, right?
Yeah, that's right. Not plus level. 8 plus stat plus proficiency.
Proficiency. Sorry. Yeah.
So probably around 13-ish, I would guess. 14 maybe.
14.
Okay. So the
all right.
first one is the only one who makes it. He kind of sees you readying this spell and, has a little bit more vision of what's coming. So yes. So what happens now?
All right. So that is 19 points of fire damage straight down the line.
Yeah.
And the first one takes half of that takes half damage.
Okay. So the first one, yes, it is kind of singed by this line of fire. And the you see the ogre howling as he is also singed, not even bothering to move, just taking it. And the flames just curl around him to the duergar behind, and you hear a thud behind the ogre zombie. We'll just say that. You hear a thud and cries of pain. And this one gone.
Nice.
All right.
You can hear Fizwick kind of doing some cheering up in like an echoey stone chamber.
Yep. Good stuff. All right. And I got to do some math here. Math is hard. Okay. 16. Okay. Very good. Anything else you would like? Oh, that was not your turn, Nico. So yes, your ready to action has been triggered, and now it is Clay's turn.
Okay. I am going to.
This duergar in front of you looks badly injured.
Okay. Then I'm going to attack with. I'm going to do a 2-weapon attack. I'm going to attack with one hand axe. The duergar right there. 22 to hit.
Okay, that's going to hit. Yep.
That gets him. 8 damage.
All right. Describe what it looks like as you take out this duergar.
So my intent is to, because I was just so hurt and now he's in fuego, I am going to just sort of like, I don't panic, but it's as close to like a panic slash as I can get, just to like quick sink my axe into him. So I don't even see where it hits him. I just kind of like swing one arm to the side. And then can I'll probably get an attack of opportunity though.
He's dead, so.
Okay. Oh, well, never mind then.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So my axe is just kind of probably like buried in his shoulder. Just the closest thing that I could get to, because my intent is to. I can't move myself on there. My intent is to like move myself kind of back here, and then use my second attack, my spear, to stab at the monstrosity coming down the hallway.
Mm-hmm. And this door, for the record, it has swung open. Yeah, but okay, very good. So yes, this duergar, you sink your axe in. The flames are still kind of engulfing him as he crumbles to the ground. The smell of burning flesh is just absolutely foul. And you throw an axe at this ogre zombie. Is that correct?
No, my spear.
Oh, your spear. Okay, so the only thing is
it's not a throw. It would be I would be holding it and just thrusting it out.
Okay.
And it is a simple weapon, so I do have.
But it has to be a light weapon for you to get a second attack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Simple weapon.
So like a short sword or a hand axe or a dagger or something like that.
Okay, so then I'll just. So as I like pull my first axe back out of this duergar, I'm gonna like kick him away and back up, and then throw my second axe.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
At the undead fella.
Awesome, by the way.
17 to hit.
Okay. Oh, I should probably look up the ogre zombie stats or something. You know, that might come in handy. Yeah, that's easily a hit. This guy is slow. He does not move much.
Is he within 20 feet of me?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. 8 damage. Nope, I can't use 5 damage.
Okay, that's right. Yep.
can-
Good. 5 damage to the ogre zombie. And
Then can I continue my movement since I only moved like a
Yeah.
few steps?
you
Can I-
can. Yep, you're allowed to break up your movement.
I'm just gonna step back a little bit, so I'm kind of out of the way a little bit more.
Okay. And just so you guys know, I did some research on the like the oil on the ground, and I'm just going to treat it as difficult terrain. So there's not going to be any dex save required or anything like that. It's difficult terrain, so you have to basically like, you know, that 5 feet, if you were to move into an oil occupied square, will be it'll be treated as 10 feet essentially. Okay. Okay.
It's supposed to be.
What's that?
Like it's supposed to be.
There we go. Yes, exactly. All right, good. So I'm sorry, you did 5 damage, correct, with the second attack? All right, 58. All right.
Now I'm sans 1x.
So that brings us to Fizwick.
He's gonna try to do a sneak bow attack.
Okay.
And if that
Yeah, I'm trying to remember now if these stairs go down or up, because that will determine whether or not you can really do that past Nikos, you know, without moving. So let me check if it's.
Don't you have to? Doesn't he have to be flanked by one of us?
So sneak attack, yeah, the ogre zombie would, and I can't remember what the other conditions would be, because, yeah, I wonder if you're hidden and you pop out from being hidden, if that could be a sneak attack, and I'm not really sure about that. Maybe you want to look that up on your character sheet. We'll look at the details for sneak attack, because the one we usually rely on is that another ally is like within 5 feet of the.
once per turn, you can deal an extra 2d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon if you have advantage on the attack roll. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't think you do have sneak attack in that case.
Okay.
I think also you'd have to move, like you would probably have to, if you wanted to make the attack, you probably have to move right here in order to even get a beat on him, and that would be iffy, just because I'm pretty sure this is lower right here, where you are, than this right here in this room. So yeah, if you want to move, you could make the attack from here. From here, sorry.
I'm gonna ready in action.
Okay. What would you like to do? Are you gonna ready a bow attack?
Bonfire?
What's that?
Bonfire.
Ah, okay. Ready bonfire. And what will trigger this action?
Just in case they decide to come back up here. I don't know. I know my attacks aren't going to do enough down there. So,
Yep.
if they decide to come back up, I'm going to light that up.
Okay, so if your allies come to the room you are in, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's correct.
Then you will.
Which
then you
also
will-
has an escape route, it looks like, to another room, if we wanted to work with that.
Indeed, there does appear to be a trap door right here. Yep. And you guys, I think you did see the duergar, or at least Fizwick did, probably some others, saw the duergar in here, like moving through the down to this trapdoor. So just for the record. Okay, cool. That brings us to our lumbering ogre friend. And let's see. The ogre is going to slowly move up here, and he is going to actually he's probably just going to go right here and attack the first thing he sees, because that is what his now fallen duergar masters basically told him to do. So let's see how that goes. All right. So that is going to be a 12 to hit on Grukfar. Oh wait,
That's a miss.
9. No, I'm sorry. 15 to hit. My bad. Got your mix up.
Still a miss.
Okay. Ooh, man. All right. And boy,
Ooh.
I think that is all he is going to do. Yeah. All right. Next up, that brings us to Nikos.
All right. I know how ridiculous it is to ask how healthy the ogre zombie is looking. It looks dead.
He's
Well,
better.
still moving. So with that in mind,
Are any intestines coming out of him, Nate?
Sorry, are any intestines coming out of him? Absolutely.
Okay.
Are there bugs crawling on the intestines?
Well, let me just show you a little more detail here, if you will allow.
Okay.
Let's really zoom in on these on this midsection here to see what we can see.
There's a jewel in
You
there.
guys think
Somebody
I'm
get
joking,
it.
but I did
What do
ready
your
this
dwarven
picture
eyes
for a
see?
reason. So yeah.
Oh, I can see some intestines for
there's
sure.
definitely some intestinal matter there.
And he's got that hand axe embedded in him. I'm sorry, I don't want to step in
Okay.
Nikos's way here.
No, it's fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to use my lightning lure because I have not used this yet. All right. I create a lash of lightning that strikes at the creature of my choice that I can see within 15 foot, which it is just within that range. The target must make a strength saving throw or be pulled 10 foot in a straight line, then take 1d8 lightning damage if it is within 15 foot of me.
Okay, strength saving throw. He rolled an 11 plus 4 is 15.
Ooh, that's just, a little too high. Little too high. All right. So a bolt of lightning flies from Nikos, but misses.
Okay.
Alas.
Doesn't do anything on a successful save.
Does not. Does
Okay.
not.
Hey,
All right.
Nate,
Yeah.
I forgot I was raging, so add 4 more damage to.
Oh,
or
okay.
two more damage. Sorry to the
Yep.
zombie ogre.
Good. All right. Anything else for you, Nikos?
No. I'm okay. I've got confidence in. Actually, you know what? No. Now that I was difficult terrain, I'm gonna also move back. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hey, Fizwick.
Fizwick, as he goes by, he sees him coming up, and he kind of like holds up his hand for a little high five.
I'll
maybe you were.
high-five Fizwick.
I thought maybe you were like telling him to stay away for a minute because you were pooping in the corner.
I'm picturing a high five with Michael's the character portraits extended like whatever magical hand.
His mage hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like he doesn't quite understand what he's doing, so he's almost like he's like trying to you know how like when people like, get super awkward about like high fives and like secret fit. So I reckon Nikos is one of these people. Like he doesn't generally touch
It's a mage hand.
the rabble, as it were, the common folk. So he's just like, yes, colloquial greetings to you, my goblin friend.
Good. All right. That brings us to Grukfar.
Does the ogre zombie, is he using a mace like that ogre zombie in the image you showed us?
He is. Yes, it's a big old morning star.
Okay, that swinging mace did give Grukfar a bit of concern, to generate a bit of concern in him. So I'm going to dodge for my action.
Yeah.
And I am also going to rely on my spiritual weapon, which is still up and running, and I'd forgotten about it.
Oh yeah.
But I'm going to move it up 20 feet so it is right behind the ogre, and I am going to swing at him. Let's see here. The 2 hit is 21 points.
Okay, a 21 definitely hits.
Okay.
I,
For 10 points of damage.
Ooh.
Okay. Sorry, I'm messing too much, more than I need to be, but I'm making the spiritual weapon point at him. There we go.
Okay. And then I am going to use some of my movement to travel over here.
Okay. So the ogre will get a opportunity attack on you, but oh man, that's kind of
But I'm
think you're
dodging, so
right?
I'm dodging. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking what that would mean then is it's just typically like you have disadvantage.
Right. Yeah, I've never really done like the dodge and then move, but that makes sense. So let's go
I
with
think
it.
so. I think that works.
Yeah. Okay, so he rolled a 7 plus 6 is 13 to hit, so that's not going to hit you. So his Morning Star, just, he's so slow and lumbering that just on the ground in front of you, you get hit by a little bit of rubble as it flies up, but yeah, he misses you and you get back far
Okay.
enough.
Cool.
All right. Good. So you're just going to stay right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then that brings us to Clay.
All right. I am going. How's he looking?
The ogre zombie, he's definitely taken some more damage, but he doesn't seem to be affected too much yet.
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to latch out with my dredge line and attempt to pull him closer.
Okay.
With the aim of retrieving my axe out of his body and then swinging with both of them.
Okay, nice. So are you going to be you said you're going to be moving using your are you using your tongue thing?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, remind me what this looks like.
So it's not unlike
Tentacle?
an octopus tentacle or a squid tentacle, except at the end it's shaped like a ship's anchor.
Yes, that's right. Okay, Nikos has the tongue thing. I'm getting my strange monstrous appendages confused.
This just sort of comes out of me wherever I want it to come out.
Yeah.
Of me. So
All right.
right now it's coming out of the middle of my chest, and my shirt is torn around it.
So you're basically trying to grab it out and hit him with it.
My axe, but I have to try to pull him closer to me first.
Gotcha. Okay, so go ahead and do that. And is that like a bonus action?
No, it's a bonus action, and it is a. He has to make a strength save of 13 in order to stop me from doing it.
Okay. 10 plus 4 is 14. He rolled.
Ah, shoot. Okay, so he stays put. But I am going to then still attack. I am going to. I'm going to pull my spear off my back and thrust it toward him.
Yeah.
So this will be just 24 to hit.
That is definitely a hit.
And 7 plus 2, so 9 damage.
Okay. Yeah, so your spear, buries itself, piercing his good side of his abdomen, and more intestines spill out, and he keeps on lumbering slowly forward.
Okay. And then for my movement, I'm just going to I'm going to pop back here next to Grukfar.
Okay, excellent. All right, and that brings us to Fizwick.
I forgot. Is that an incline or a decline on this shaft?
So this, let me get my pointer here. This right here is higher than this here. So this goes down this way.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're a little lower than the team.
Well, I guess I'm gonna. So unclear. I thought it's just I thought he was going to be on fire, and then we would ambush him, but...
Oh yeah, is he not on fire?
So
Well-
I think the flames are like, it's a blast of flames. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Michael, but so he's not.
It is a blast of flames. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that says there's a ongoing burning effect.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Also, would he be lit on fire if he was standing in the oil when it was lit, or would he if he stepped out of it, technically would he be out of the fire? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I think if he stepped out of it, he would be out of the fire for the
I was
most
thinking
part,
he might
unless he had
split,
oil
too.
on himself.
We
Okay.
could- I thought I was envisioning demobilizing him and lighting him on fire. But
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna go full in and see if I can go over here, and it looks like we're attacking this thing,
Yeah.
and I'm going to shoot it with my Bowie bow, as Andy would
Mhm.
say. Let's see. Where is this? Okay. That's a good roll. And can I add my Fury of the Small, where I get once per short rest, you add 3 extra damage?
Absolutely.
And
If you didn't use it last in our combat already last time, I guess. If you don't remember, just go for it.
I'm going for it.
Yeah. It's been a while.
All right, looks like 5.
All right, 5 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And as a bonus action,
With the fury for the small.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, 5 is what I rolled. I guess maybe.
you would-
8.
I don't think it adds it automatically.
No, it doesn't. So yeah, I guess 8.
Okay. Yep.
And then I'm gonna
Nice.
bonus action. I'm gonna try to hide.
Okay. So in order to hide, you'd have to actually probably move back behind Grukfar, which you could do. You have some movement left. You
Oh,
moved
I,
2, 3.
can I? I'm gonna dash back up here then.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yep.
And
And
I'm gonna hand out the hand again to Nikos for another.
he's really pushing it here.
No. Did you see what I did?
Can I reach into my bag and get like a small sugar cube from my rations and just flick it to Fizwick?
Fizwick grabs it and he just immediately just.
It's so demeaning and beautiful. All right.
That might give him enough energy for another Fury of the Small.
Check
the player's handbook for that.
It's house
Yeah, can I
rules
get
right there.
inspiration or something? Come on, Nate.
And sugar cubes have now gone up to 5 gold pieces. All right. Good stuff. All right. Yes. So next up, I'm getting lost in my laughter here. Whose turn is it? Where are we? It's his turn. It was Fizwick's turn. So yeah, now it's the ogre. All right. So ogre incoming, and going for Grukfar once again. He's upset that you got away, Grukfar, and that one rolled out of the tray, so then I can't find it. So we're gonna try again. All right, that is a 6+. I should know his attack bonus by now, but I think that's gonna be a miss. Yep, that's gonna be a miss.
Yeah, that is a miss.
All right, man, the ogre's just letting me down. If he can hit, he'll do so much damage.
I know
No,
it's scaring me.
not really.
It's gonna be the last thing he does.
Yeah, he'll have like 1 hit point left, and then he'll finally
One
find
shot
somebody.
Fizwick.
All right. So
Well, the good thing will be you can make 2 bigger windows for the 2 remaining players after that happens.
there we go. All right. So that brings us back to the top of the order with Nikos.
All right. Nikos turns his attention to the giant ogre bearing down on Grukfar. This thing is rather difficult. It seems like there's no stopping it. Now, as a spellcaster, do I know if psychic energy attacks deal damage to zombies?
I mean, that's a good question. I would say, you know, given your background, like it seems like you have a lot of knowledge of magic, given your character background.
Or at least Frank.
Yeah, so I would say that I would say that you would probably know that undead do not necessarily have immunity to that sort of damage or anything like that.
Okay. In which case, I will utilize my cantrip, Mind Sliver. A disorienting spike of psychic energy blasts into the mind of one creature I can see within range. The creature must make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, that's gonna go real well.
Well,
Intelligence
it's what
score.
I
Of,
asked. I was
oh
like,
my
you know.
gosh, this seems wrong. Sorry. Intelligence score of 3, so he has a -4, but I rolled a natural 20.
Oh. Huh. I'm terribly sorry, but I believe you'll find that zombies are immune to psychic energies. Damn it!
Oh man, that's so disappointing.
Wernstrom! Sorry.
I should have fudged that roll. All right. Anyway.
He just thought the strongest thought he's ever had in life and in death.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Oh
To be
man.
fair, it did hurt a little.
Yeah. So you see like a flash of like confusion in his eyes for a moment, and then but it's almost as if his intelligence is such that it's easy to let that psychic damage pass by, at least on this turn. Anyway, all right. Anything else, Nikos?
No. I kind of looking to the south of where I currently am. There's a small like trap door. I presume that this is how the scout from back in the previous building managed to get here. But I don't know if there's only one scout or anything. So is there like a latch or something or a little lock to secure that on it that I can see?
No, there's no lock on it at all. Just the hinges, really.
All right, sweet. Well, for one reason or another, I'll go and just stand on it.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. All right. That brings us to Grukfar.
Okay, I'm going to disengage. I don't know why I didn't do this last time. I don't know what I thought I was doing with dodging, but anyways, I'm going to disengage this time.
You're just trying to look fancy.
I was trying to look cool. And this counts for 10 feet of damage, right? Step in the oil here, and then I'm going to go 15, 20, 25. And then I'm going to use the spiritual weapon as for my bonus action. I'm going to move it back up behind the ogre here, and I am going to swing it. Score a 2-hit of 19 points. Is that a hit?
19 definitely hits, yeah.
Okay. And that is 8 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, so, you know, as he's lumbering forward, distracted once again by a small bite in the back that sends him reeling. Not so much in pain, but just, you know, he felt something.
Yeah. It's force damage. Maybe kind of stunned him a little bit. Maybe made him think.
Yep, exactly.
Made him think once again.
How much damage did you say?
8.
Okay. Very good. So you see him starting to stagger a little more, certainly. You know, as more and more pieces of flesh are hanging off of his huge body. All right. That brings us to Clay.
Okay. Grukfar left, so you ruined my cool plan.
I'm desperately trying to give Fizzy a chance to light his oil on fire.
Yeah, he's just waiting for it. He's just waiting for
Well,
it.
just keep in mind that the ogre zombie does get to go before Fizwick's next turn, unfortunately. Oh wait, no, he
okay.
doesn't. He doesn't. I'm wrong. Scratch
Okay.
that. Okay.
So being that we're so close, what I'm gonna do, if I may, would probably be an action. Shoot. I was not thinking. Okay, so I'm going to. I've got my spear in one hand, my axe in the other. I'm just going to do a two weapon. Oh no, I can't. I'm just going to. I'm gonna stab out with the spear again.
Okay.
19 to hit
That hits.
and a 8 damage.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it staggers him. He's almost falls to a knee.
Okay. Then I am going to. I'm actually going to stay right here.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Fizwick.
Fizwick, based off of this last decision, wants to make things extra interesting. So he reaches into his pouch and he grabs out a bag of 1,000 ball bearings. And he chucks them up the stairs. And he wishes Clay luck getting back down here with visions of a flaming ogre thing behind him, slipping and falling down the stairs on fire. And wishes him the best.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a new magic item?
No, I've got
The
ball
bag of
bearings.
1,000 ball bearings?
No. Oh,
It
but
definitely
yeah,
sounds
did
like
I just
one.
make one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just sounds like a magic item.
It is now. I think
Yeah, if that's written in all caps,
it's gonna be
capital letters. I mean, yeah.
6E.
All right, so yeah, apparently ball bearings can cover an area that is 10 feet. So yeah, the area is, if you maybe centered them right here.
No, I wanted to throw him down the stairs. So once it gets on that thing, it gets lit on fire, and then it has to navigate going down the stairs, covered in ball bearings.
Oh, okay,
Clay-
you want to throw them here.
Yeah, up at the top, because I envisioned it was stairs, so some of them would just trickle down.
Fizwick is designing one of his classic Home Alone traps.
So the stairs go down toward you.
If that
Just keep
doesn't
in
work,
mind.
the ogre's going to get hit in
Right.
the face with an iron.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's why I wanted to throw them up, so hopefully maybe some. And there's 1,000 of them. There's got to be some left over, right?
Yep.
Is anyone else getting like mad ASMR vibes? Like as he throws them, you just hear this shh.
Yeah.
Do they have
1,000
that?
ball bearings. Yeah.
Do they have that in Sirenscape? The ball bearings on Duergar outpost floor? No, I don't think so.
Hey, Nate,
They need to
Can I-
work on that.
If Fizwick had more time, he would have soaked them in the oil, so they would be on fire as well. What a mess.
Well, some of them are soaked in oil right now, so
Great.
keep that in mind.
Work with that, Nate.
All right.
Take that into
Nate.
them.
1,000 tiny fireballs. All right.
hey,
Good.
Nate,
Yeah.
can I retcon a bit and say that for the last bit of my turn, I yelled back to Grukfar, hey, Grukfar, throw me your shield.
Sure. Yep. So you said that on your turn. Yeah.
Oh, genius. Genius.
All right.
Like where he's going. I love where he's going with this.
All right. Next
I
up,
know. And it's
I
gonna
think
be
we
glorious.
have a ogre zombie's turn. So, lumbering forward. No, it doesn't really have to lumber forward. He stays where he is, and he takes a huge swing at Clay and rolls a 3 on the die. And he will step forward one more.
I'm the
Space.
Sprite of barbarians.
All right. Now it is Nico's turn. Ball bearings cover the. You've probably seen some skitter down from where you are right now, Nikos, but yeah.
I'll sort of peer around the corner like. Oh, good lord.
Pick up your toys.
Yeah, just. And all I can think of is how are we going to get back? All right. Nikos will sort of say, all right. So it appears that that ogres are immune to psionic energies. This just no. That makes no sense. No, they shouldn't be immune to psionic energies. I'm certain of it. And I'll try again. Intelligence.
We've got random ball bearings on the stairs. We've got.
What are you showing us there?
It's
No,
funny.
that's funny.
I
Look, it's meant to happen.
This is a
It's
comedy
meant
of
to-
errors.
You know,
That looks like one
this is an
you guys
ogre
did.
zombie that there's never been any ogre zombies like this before. This ogre zombie cannot cause any real damage with a weapon, but his mind is sharp as a
Oh,
needle.
no, I figured it out. Nico's figured it
spent
out.
so
Nico's
much
figured it out.
time in that cage just thinking about his existence and the meaning of life.
No.
Nothing else
Nico's
to
has
it.
figured
What
it
is
out.
it? What is it,
He
Nikos?
100%. He 100% knows what's wrong.
Okay.
The zombie is animated, and it has literally no brain. So I'm not targeting anything. I'm just hitting a hollow space in its skull.
Just bounces around in there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot.
Your dreams of a snack are out the window. I'm sorry.
Gonna come out of here and hit me.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's it. Just to double check, I'll aim at like Fizwick just to be like, huh, huh, ah. Yeah, no, it still works. I'm still magic.
Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. I can't believe I keep rolling 3s on my. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that brings us to if there's something else Nikos will do, that brings us to Grukfar.
Softly consider, changing his class to like, I don't know, monk.
If I throw my shield to Clay, is that an action or is that a free action?
I would say that's a free action. We can say that's a free action.
Okay, I'm
We'll go
going to
with
do that. I'm going to throw my shield back up the stairs, and basically, as you can see from where I'm located, it's basically kind of a straight shot right into the zombie, but maybe it kind of bounces off of him and hopefully lands near Clay.
Don't make
Okay,
me have
yep.
to pull it out of his intestines.
Oh,
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think it's reasonable that you would be able to toss it up there.
Okay,
Yeah, pretty easily.
all right, and then I'm going to step all the way back here, and I am going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
And I get a 2-hit of 16.
Okay.
Is that make contact?
Yeah, that does. Hit.
And that is for 15 points of damage,
Oof.
radiant damage. So that that kind of, I don't know if that makes a difference. It's a zombie undead, so maybe that comes into play somehow.
Yeah, so the ogre zombie falls face down here onto some ball bearings, lies motionless, and slowly starts to roll. And just huge hulking corpse slides right into your legs, Grukfar. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm glad I stepped aside to the alcove.
7 points of 7.
And barrels right into you, dealing 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh!
Is this the most damage the ogre's done?
This is the most damage the ogre zombie has done with his truly dead corpse. No longer undead.
Am I basically like pinned to the wall like a person who's like has a car pinched him against a brick wall?
Yeah, that's kind of how it is. Like his head is between your legs, and you're kind of like probably one knee up on his neck or something like that, trying to climb over right now.
Nikos is gonna kick the ogre, who I imagine is still on top of oiled ball bearings, and see
Yes.
if it just sort of slides out the way.
Yeah, no, definitely a little bit of like a, like his legs kind of slide like a car fishtailing a little bit.
Yeah. That's what
Because
I'll do to try and help Grukfar get free.
Instead of any thanks or anything, Grukfar just angrily just goes, "Ah!" Just irritation.
All right, guys, we are out of initiative order. The ogre zombie is dead and covered in oil and ball bearings.
Clay Clay peeks around the corner here to see if he truly is dead, and then you see, once he realizes he is, you see his dredge line kind of reform, almost like liquid, back into his chest, So it's like gray skin that gets pulled back into his chest, and as it sort of reshapes with his skin turns black back into his light blue color. And all
Is
you,
there still a
tear
hole in
down-
his clothes?
Yep, there's a tear down the front of his tunic.
Okay.
And then I gingerly make my way back down the steps, and I just shove the shield back into Grukfar's hand.
Okay.
Growl.
Yeah, I imagine you kind of like with each foot, like you're kind of tiptoeing and like pushing ball bearings aside with your foot each step down the stairs. It takes you a while, but you make it down. And all right. What
Play,
would you
that
guys-
was disgusting.
I just threw oil
Clay-
all over the
Clay
place.
actually
Let it-
appreciates that, and he grunts and just sort of lets a little smile form at the corner of his mouth.
Didn't like to get anything on fire. I didn't. This
Fizwick.
sucks.
Why don't you light him on fire now?
If Fizwick cast conjure.
Because we're in
bonfire-
I run. Okay, and he's on the staircase doing like the Scooby-Doo Hanna-Barbera, like he's trying to. God damn it! Fizwick!
Clay reaches down and pulls his axe out of the ogre too.
Yeah, I mean,
Good thinking. Good thinking.
yeah.
He kind of like shakes it off, and then looks at it, and then wipes it on his belt and puts it back in his holster.
The ogre zombie is on fire, and there's not a ton of oil. It was basically just his front side, which is facing down. But yep, he's starting to crisp up a bit, and the smell is downright terrible. Black smoke kind of curdling up from his corpse.
I think you got it.
Heat, I roast the meat.
Nikos, did you investigate underneath the trapdoor here?
No, I did not. I just wanted to make sure that no one would come out from it, but it seems like the noise that we made did not attract any attention. Perhaps we should investigate, see to make sure that there is nothing down here that is that might come back to bite us in the behind.
Does anyone have any grievous injuries amongst us? Anyone?
I didn't
Just-
know it once.
Just me then. Okay.
In fact, I got snacks when I was fighting.
Yes, you did, because you performed exemplary.
The Fizwick was a good boy.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself and get 7 points
Yep.
of healing damage. Healing there.
Okay, very good. All right. So the corpse of the ogre is starting to, the fire starting to die down a little bit. Did you? I can't. Sorry if I wasn't listening. Did you guys open the trapdoor here to investigate, or?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it you can see it goes down pretty far. Since you have dark vision, you can tell that it's about 20 feet down, and yeah, you can't really see anything other than the ground 20 feet below, rough rock floor.
Grukfar,
Nikos will climb down.
Grukfar, did you want to look around up here before we head down?
I'll give the room a brief once over.
I'm
And,
curious that they would be here. We obviously can't get an answer as to why anymore. but-
I just carefully walk around the perimeter of the room and just sort of investigate the walls and the floors.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely all looks familiar to you, Grukfar. Like, there is a lot of, just the telltale signs of your people. This is the Sunblight clan, but nothing, nothing remarkable. The
Okay.
room is empty. The room you were in was empty as well. It's
Did we-
cold and drab.
Are the walls and floors and just carved straight out, just right out of stone, just raw stone?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, but they're they're quite smooth and have been definitely worked well and finely crafted. But the duergar style is not ornate. It is extremely simple and crude.
Did we want to? It looks like when we came in, there were other things going on by the front door. I'm wondering if it would behoove us to go back and check that out.
So real quick, let me tell Nikos what he sees. Since he is down there awaiting news. You see that the tunnel leads in the direction of that small bunker, and seems to end there. And you could probably conclude that after it goes back up there, and that's it. You don't see any signs of movement, not even a rat or anything.
All right. I'll tell the others. Stay right there. I'm going to check something out. I want to just go quickly check to see if there's anything in the bunker, because when we went past it, it had no doors or anything like that, so it is safe to deduce that there's, only the one entrance in and out, and this would be it. But I want to see if there, like weapons, supplies, etc., anything that might be still in there.
Yeah, you do find a so it's a stone bunker. You get the feeling it was all cut from one solid piece of stone, essentially. And again, it's pretty smooth, well crafted. The only thing you see is one javelin on the ground. It's got a little bit singed from the fire that Fizwick created in there, but looks to be just hastily thrown aside as the duergar escaped down into this tunnel. And that is it.
All right. I will take the javelin. Because why not?
Yeah.
Good. All right, and then I will head back.
Okay.
Fizwick started to already kind of sneak around and peer down to see what's. He's kind of like looking back down the hallway to see if everybody else is coming.
Mm-hmm. So
Hello?
Is Nikos back with us now?
Nikos,
I wouldn't take too long.
Okay.
I would look. Yeah.
Yep, so Fizwick heads up the stairs. Fizwick, you don't see any signs of movement up ahead at all, in the room you're in, nor in the corridor up ahead.
Are there still a lot of ball bearings on the steps themselves?
Yeah, I mean, there's
or
a
did the
fair
ogre
amount,
kind of clear
but
those out?
Yeah, they've kind of scattered, and it would require slow movement, but yes, you could easily kind of brush them aside with your foot with each step.
Yeah, I'm gonna head up here and join Fizwick. Grukfar, do you want to take a look around the rest of the place, see if anything catches your eye?
Let's do it. Let's move together here.
All right.
Come up as well.
So,
Fellas,
you guys see the bars.
Perhaps I should take the lead. Perhaps I should take the lead here, and in case we meet any of my
Oh yes.
My
maybe
old-
you
my
could
old-
talk to them again.
my old friends, shall I say?
Play steps aside and makes
before we
motion.
I don't disagree, but before we do this, you have some, I believe, explaining to be doing, Grukfar, in regards to your very warm family reception when we arrived. It is not a simple fact of duergar not knowing duergar. That I can understand completely, but they knew you. They called you traitor. They came after you like you owed them money.
These duergar know me all too well, Nikos. They're from the same village that I lived in back underneath the spine of the world. And the reason I was taken aback is because I never expected to see them around these parts. They're many 10 days away. That it makes no sense that they'd be in this area. So be on your guard.
Explain why you pissed them off.
Well, there was a sortie sent out, and I was one of their party. I went along with them. They're the Sunblight clan, and Dearth Sunblight was my superior, and he not only told me where to walk, when to walk, what to work on, but also was the leader of this party and told us when we had to fight. and we were ambushed by some drow, and I was taken by surprise, and I was laid low in the fight. And when the dust settled, well, I took that chance to just walk away. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I saw that as my opportunity. I figured they'd never see me again, and I'd never see them, and I'd start a new life somewhere outside of the Underdark. So I never thought I'd have to worry about this.
Well, I bet you never thought you were going to come back and kill them all.
No, I really didn't want to ever see them ever again. I never expected to.
And you won't now.
Sounds like we've got some puzzle pieces to put into place. Why don't we continue on and take a look? And I motion for Grukfar to move ahead.
Okay.
As just before we push on, Nikos would like to make like an insight check to see how much of, like, not to see if Grukfar is telling the truth. He believes that Grukfar is telling the truth, but he thinks that there's more to this story than Grukfar's revealed, and I want to see if that's accurate.
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll, and I'll let Grukfar decide, what that roll means.
Okay.
All right, insight check of 16.
Okay. Yeah, it seems to you upon investigation that that's the gist of it. It's not elegantly stated, and but that's basically what happened. And you get the sense that there's more history between Grukfar and this Sunblight clan, but that as far as the core of the relationship, you've learned most of it.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, Nikos won't bring any attention to that, but it's like if you ever played a Telltale game, it's like Nikos will remember this.
Affect the rest of your gameplay.
All right, Nikos will follow Grukfar.
Okay.
Oh wait, what am I doing?
I want to walk. I want to go to this point.
I'm with you, buddy.
All right.
Do you want me to take the lead or not?
That is
Look,
a good
I was
question.
just worried about Fizwick. I didn't know where he went. I was concerned.
I want to just.
We're all using it.
I want to stand here for a moment, and I just put my hand up in the classic, stop motion for everyone to quietly stop behind me, and I want to just do a perception check and just see if I can hear anything.
Yeah, I mean, you hear from the south. You hear some kind of groaning and almost like smacking of something against stone to the south down there. But other than that, and do you guys remember what this was?
Where are you moving your?
I think that was the marker for there was a duergar that had hidden, and then.
That was a bonfire that Fizwick started.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think you're right. It was. Yep. Okay.
Another fire, yeah.
Is it still
Yeah.
burning?
No, I don't think it would be burning anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, let me just see here. Okay. To remember how to erase things in Owlbear Rodeo. That is the
It's not
question.
catching up for the viewers either. I don't.
Yeah, I know it's been really chugging tonight. So sorry, folks. You are seeing a little bit of a delay here, but yeah. It's,
While you're
seems to
doing
be
that,
about
Nate,
15 seconds.
is the front door closed?
So the front door.
It never.
Yes,
Was
the front door never opened. So yeah, it is
Okay.
closed. Yep. Man, I'm trying to. Okay, I might have to Google this. I feel really dumb every time I use Owlbear Rodeo because I only use it once a month, and I'm just erase.
I actually can't even see on either of these screens. I can't see that bonfire marker anymore.
No, I got rid of that.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it is gone by now.
Okay.
Because wait, is that right? Unless I'm reading that wrong, Fizwick.
What?
That the bonfire would be gone by now.
Oh yeah, no, it would be gone by now.
Yeah, it's not like it was lit, if he created it like on a pile of wood, we could assume it's probably still going to be going. But
Removing fog. First,
yeah.
I'm going to disable edge.
sorry guys, I'm doing a little research here.
Okay, no worries. I want to move really carefully and gingerly up to this corner, right by where the fog of war here in the south kind of starts by this hallway, and sort of peek around.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and hopefully I will be able to show you what's there in just a moment.
Okay. Oh, that's what you're researching? It's how to clear the fog of war? Okay.
I'm not seeing the, there's a tool.
It looks like a cloud.
That, yeah, and there's supposed to be a tool that's like plus or minus cloud, and I'm just not seeing it.
Maybe
it's
they
not
changed
there.
it. Maybe it's like a right click, left click thing or something.
Could be. I'm gonna try making the window a little bit bigger on my end too, and see if. Yeah, it's just not showing up. Well, I think what I will do is probably create some new fog, is what I'll do. And this will be, this won't be too difficult here.
Should we close the window while you're doing that, or?
No, I can actually just create new fog, and then I can delete the old in a minute. So yeah, let me just go about my business for just a moment here. Okay. Yeah, this will just take me a second. Okay, and now, basically just creating lots of big rectangles that, some of them cover rooms and some of them are to make you think there are more rooms.
Okay.
Very elegant solution. Okay, cool. And now I can just get rid of this entirely. Okay. And I think you guys can now see a little more of the viewers. It'll take a moment for that to show up. But so Grukfar, you see a stone door to the south, just 10 feet wide or so, or 5 to 10 feet wide, and that is pretty much all you see down there to the south.
Okay. I want to flag everyone to come up behind me. And then I want to go, I want to give them the stop signal once again, and I want to gingerly walk down this hallway just to observe the door.
But gingerly.
Yeah,
Yep.
gingerly, with all the ginger I can muster.
Wait,
So
ginger or mustard?
Ginger and mustard, both, one in each hand.
Oh, boy.
I want to look
ginger
at the
mustard.
door. Does the door have like a handle, a lock? What does it look like?
it's one of these simple stone doors that are pretty much throughout here that, they have maybe a little like indent for someone to like pull. But other than that, it's just a very simple stone slab, no lock, no latch or anything like that.
Okay.
Since we all sort of walked through, the area where I'm standing right now, can we see sort of where that last square is? Can we see anything in that area?
Yeah, so you can, I'll just reveal that as well. You can see that there is like a room there, and you can even see, Clay, from your angle, you could pretty much see this entire room here too. So, there's like a part of a wall here. It's almost like 2 doorways essentially.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Grukfar, what do you think about heading this way rather than seeing what's behind a closed door? Seems like doors are closed for a reason. We may want to explore as much as we can before.
I agree. Let's go with what we know. And I'm gonna go back around this way. And do I hear anything in this room at all?
No, that noise you were hearing before of kind of like some light groaning along with like a smacking of sorts is getting more faint. It seemed to be definitely coming from the south, and up this way you don't hear a thing.
Okay.
can we see anything in these rooms, or are they just empty chambers?
Totally empty. Yeah, totally empty.
Okay. I am going to walk through here and then lean slowly around this corner and just look down this hallway or whatever this is.
Okay.
What's this little like T-shaped thing in the second room?
Yeah, so you do notice there's a lever right there, Grukfar, on the wall. And as soon as you walk in there, these metal bars fall right here. And you see in front of you a very large, well, no, not large yet, very well-armored and well-dressed duergar that is now smiling at you. And he enlarges, and everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
The bars close where there's the 2 door openings, Nate?
Yes, there are bars that have covered both of these openings as
Oof.
this once invisible duergar now has done the lever.
Do I recognize him as a Sunblight?
You do recognize him as one of the Sunblight chieftain's sons. Yep. And
Okay.
that the insignia he has and everything definitely bears that to be true. And I will also show you exactly what he looks like here as he grows himself to an enormous.
I imagine then I probably know. I would know his name.
Yeah.
You want
Yeah,
to just
we can
send
go with
that to
that.
me?
Sure. Yep. Well, I can just tell you if unless
Oh,
you
okay.
want it to be secret.
No, that's
Would
fine.
you tell the rest?
Oh, they're gonna hear it soon enough.
Okay. Yeah. It's
Whoa.
Nildar Sunblight.
He's a big boy.
Nildar. Yep. Okay. So, initiative. All right. Let's go ahead and do this. And
21.
21. All right.
I have 16.
Okay.
10.
All right.
14.
And 14. Okay. So Fizwick is third, and Grukfar, you got a 10. Okay. And then we have Nikos and Clay, and okay. And then he got, just a moment. And I think we're going to take a break here, and I'll leave you guys in suspense to think. It's just not very realistic. I mean, this caught you by surprise, but oh well. I like a good cliffhanger, and it's 9:30, so break time.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, he has smile on his face. He doesn't seem to recognize you. I'll say that, Grukfar, but definitely a sinister smile on his face, as he probably has marked you as a traitor of some kind or another. So, good stuff. All right. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us here. This has been a fun, intense little dungeon crawl, and we're so glad everyone's joining us. We will be back very shortly with more Icewind Dale Rime or Reason. Thanks again to our sponsors, Hero Forge. Make sure you check them out over at heroforge.com. We'll be back. Hello, everybody. We're back. Thanks for hanging with us here over our little break. Before we get back into the throes of combat here, I do want to just remind everybody that my man Fizwick over here, he's got a Darksea workshop, guys, and you should check him out. There's a link to his Etsy shop in the video description. Beautiful goodies of various kinds. You guys saw some pictures during the break. And Will, I know you've been working your butt off trying to get dice because people are hungry for the Darksea dice. And so, yeah, the struggle is real on that, trying to get, I mean, you are committed to perfection, I know. And, yeah. But, did you want to mention, I totally forgot to talk with you about this today. I'm sorry. The giveaway thing, what we decided on that? Or do you want to just do that next time?
Yeah,
or?
no, everybody's here, and the people that are here,
Yep.
I wanted patrons to get it, the people that are the core people, and that's why we set it up the way that it was. It just didn't work out as cool as it was in my head. So we're going to do this in an easily trackable way, where you got to like WASD20 on Facebook, and you got to like Darksea Workshop on Facebook, and then me and Nate are going to compile those likes come the next show. And I'm going to write them all down, and we're going to do this old school. We're going to put them in a hat, and we're going to pull them out. And
Is it going to be
guy's-
that hat?
Yes, it'll be this hat, and we will. You'll get to pick any dice necklace you want on the store.
Yeah.
So like WSD20, like Darksea Workshop Facebook, and you know what? Throw in Michael here. Go over there and like his Dead Aussie Gamer. I'm just throwing it in. You do got to make it a triple trifecta. We will be checking at the end of the week, compiling all of our new subs, our new followers.
New likes, yep.
And then that gets you the entry into the hat. So it's a three-way now. It's a three-way. Got to like all three of us, and there's not a lot. Like you guys have like a what 1 in 50 odds or something like that. I mean,
You can come and like our personal Facebook pages if you want.
yeah.
Can you do that on a personal Facebook? No, but and yeah, if you don't have Facebook, sorry, but like, that is where Will is super active in posting like videos of what he's been working on. So yeah, and just beautiful pictures of stuff he's got going. So
And I want to do and Michael also named the giant dice, which is going to be another one. That's the negotiator. So
Giganto D20, awesome. Cool. So yeah, definitely check out Darksea Workshop. Beautiful stuff. If you're looking for just like a cool gift for a gamer friend, like D20 necklaces, beautiful pendants, and all kinds of cool stuff.
large D20s coming soon.
Yep. Awesome.
Like all three, entry.
There you go. Then Michael, you had mentioned before that you are a part of some Aussie Day RPG festivities, and let me go ahead and share the picture here, and you can go ahead and tell us what you got going today.
Yeah, so just literally as this show is concluding, I'll be joining the Antipodian D20 on Roll for Initiative. It's kind of like a, the initiative is kind of like an interviewee kind of cast thing that they do on Facebook at his Facebook page, and there's a whole bunch of people coming in for an Australia Day kind of hangout. So I'll be there. Stefan Picconi will be there. I think Casey Rift as well, and a whole bunch of content creators. Basically just spending the day with some Aussies. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So after the show, feel free to hop over to Facebook and continue in the fun and the games as we hang out and just enjoy a cup of tea and yeah, just enjoy everything, life, role playing, you name it.
Yeah, very
You're
cool.
the only one smiling in that poster.
Well, because I don't, you know what? One of the questions
like-
that I think I got asked was like, if you as a real person were being statted out by someone, what would you be? And you've got like very clearly, you know, the rangers, the rogues, the barbarians, right? You can clearly tell which dude is the bard, like straight up. Like, yeah.
Everybody else
yeah.
looked like they're not quite sure why they're there.
Well, he's just the friendliest guy in Australia.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm not
Yep.
hosting. The guy who looks like he at least knows why he's there is the host, and that's Heath. Heath is an absolutely fantastic bloke. Definitely one of the most entertaining Aussies that I've had the pleasure of doing stuff with. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. So right after our show here, definitely head over for that. And you said that's on Facebook, Michael?
Yeah, I'll put a link in the
chat?
in the chat. Yeah.
Sweet, yeah, and you can do that at the end too if you want to. And definitely go check out Dead Aussie Gamer on Twitch and YouTube. That's Michael's channels. He streams lots of games and has great videos. And you said you're going to be making one about a new Hero Forge mini that you had printed too, aren't you?
Yeah. So I have 2 channels now, Dead Aussie Gamer and Dead Aussie Gamer Live. So Dead Aussie Gamer Live will have all my live streams, but Dead Aussie Gamer will have advice, and it will have the video where I will be showcasing this. But because you guys are here and because you guys are awesome, I'm going to give you a sneak peek at what I've got coming up in my next video, and that is I tried to break Hero Forge. I did. I gave it my best to make the biggest, the scariest, and the most fiddly miniature that I could make. And I decided to use one of my characters from the Descent into Avernus game that was run on the actual D20 website. Yeah, this is what came through. So this giant chained, I don't know if that's focusing all that well, but yeah, this giant chained dragonborn. And I gotta say, like, holy crap, like these things I thought were gonna be super flimsy. As you can see, there's like tons of give on that. And I'm not even worried about the structural integrity. It's actually pretty robust. And this thing was absolutely awesome. But I'll go into more of a detailed breakdown in my video. But yeah, that was just so cool.
That is awesome. So I mean, there's so much possible on Hero Forge. Like you can go nuts. Your imagination is your limit, and yeah, I can honestly say I've never seen Hero Forge mini quite like that before. That's for sure. That's awesome. All right, cool. Let's get back to it here with our game.
Can I plug Hero Forge with one actual, like, I didn't even get asked to do this. You can, like, make models of your family. Like, Nate said, like, hey, I have another YouTube channel that he was like, hey, you can make a model of that. And that could be, like, something. So, you know, dad or mom getting a miniature of themselves. That'd be pretty cool.
No, definitely. I actually thought about that a little bit too late for some Christmas gifts.
It's not always just screaming man with, sword. Like, sometimes you could just make yourself or your.
Yep.
Oh yeah, cool. Over Christmas I got Guy from How to Be a Great GM a model of himself as a wizard, using the Hero Forge stuff. So yeah, they make just fantastic gifts, and I love the GMify thing. Like, you pick your favorite GM and then you kind of make a Hero Forge mini of what they would look like as a fantasy character. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that is super cool. Yeah, Will made one of me, and then I went in there and tinkered with it too, and it's cool. Definitely a lot of fun. I've seen like some YouTubers too, like print some of themselves. I remember Black Magic Craft, Jeremy, and Miniac both did one. Of course, Miniac was wearing like really short shorts, and it was hilarious. And anyway, fun stuff. All right, so thanks again to Hero Forge for sponsoring. Let's play some D&D. I'm imagining like the Critical Role sound effects here, and I'm pretending to be Matt Mercer, except my hair is much better. All right, so we left off. We had rolled initiative. A duergar chieftain, apparently, who Alex's character, Grukfar, there we go, knows from the Sunblight clan as a leader of the chief Zardarok Sunblight. This now is Nildar, and he has trapped Grukfar in this room. There are these iron bars that have come down and up from the floor, and as soon as Grukfar walked in there. Now, I thought about one thing. While I was taking my little break, I thought, you know what? It is logical to me that the rest of the party may be a little bit closer. So if you guys, think that you would have been following Grukfar more closely, feel free to move your miniature up. although he is the only one who is in that particular room. Okay. But it made sense to me that yeah, you guys might have been moving more in a group than we see here. Perhaps it won't matter too much, but just in case. Yeah, sorry, there's a for real delay here on Owlbear Rodeo. There we go. Seems to be updating now. But at the top of the initiative order here, we have Nikos. Then we will have Clay. Then we will have Nildar, and then Fizwick and Grukfar. Nikos, what would you like to do?
All right, so as the portcullis comes down and sort of creates that that cross section, I'm gonna kind of look and see if there's a visible chain or mechanism for the portcullis.
So you don't see any visible chain or mechanism other than, you probably saw that lever that was pulled when Nildar kind of appeared. He had his hand on this lever.
Is that where he's standing? Is that where the lever is?
Yeah,
is?
Okay. He is standing right there. And so, yeah, you can see that right there. But other than that, I mean, the bars, they're a little bit rusty. They don't appear to be incredibly thick. So, yeah, other than that, you don't see any particular mechanism, though.
All right. So that lever, is it set up, down, forward, or backwards?
It is currently in the up position.
Sweet. All right. I'm going to step to here. And as I do so, Nikos is going to use... Let me just check this real quick. Yes. I'm going to use Lightning Lure. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to use it as kind of like a whip and strike the lever and then crouch down to like pull the lightning, because it pulls it towards me, but obviously I want to be on a lower inclination than the lever, so that hopefully as it pulls it towards me, we'll switch it to the lower position, and any lightning damage that gets done to it hopefully will maybe break the lever or destroy it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
No expectations.
So, sorry. This spell, normally, would it be a spell attack, or would it be a saving throw?
Normally, it would be a strength saving throw.
Okay. So, let's go ahead and do this. Just for the sake of, like, randomness, I'm just going to roll, like, a straight up saving throw, no bonus, for the lever. Okay? And just to see... Yeah. The spell itself, it has the ability to pull, is that correct?
Yeah, so what it is I cast it on myself, and it creates almost like a, what's it called? The cage thing, where it's like just electricity around me. And one of the lightning bolts sort of arcs towards a target, and then pulls it towards the cage.
Okay. Yeah, so I imagine, like, probably to get a better angle to avoid maybe Grukfar too, maybe right there, if that's cool. And then,
Yep.
yeah, I'll go ahead and roll and see what we get here. Ooh, I got an 18 on the die. So you're, you definitely, like, managed to, like, lash out at it, but it's just kind of like a hand lightly hitting it sort of thing on this pretty sturdy lever there.
Damn it.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I'll reach into my bag and pull out the I'll pull out the rope.
Okay. Yep. All right. Very good. Next up, we have Clay.
Okay. So knowing, you're gonna have to let me know if I can do this, but knowing that I was the one that sort of sent Grukfar down this path instead of down the way we were before, just fills me with rage, shall I say. And so I actually run at the bars and kind of like do a shoulder smash into the bars. But as I do, I would like to rage. And I'm actually going to like extend my arm through the bars. I don't know how close together they are.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. I think they're about
Okay.
6 inches apart.
Okay, so then as I do, my dredge line sort of comes out like Spider-Man web style from the bottom of my wrist. And I throw it. It can go up to 15 feet. So I send it toward. Let's see. Can I tell from here like which direction that lever would? Does it go like up and down like a light
Yeah,
switch?
it does, and it's right now it's in the up position.
Okay.
Yep.
So I think that would break the rules of dredge line if I did that. So I'm going to actually, it's going to fly out and try to grab the duergar, and I want to pull him close to me so that he slams into the bars from the other side.
Okay. Yep. So just so you guys know, for for the record, anything that is in or through this barrier basically is getting like 3/4 cover. Okay. Yeah, so just you will be able to do that. He'll have now. Is that a saving throw he has to make?
It's a strength saving throw, yeah, of 13.
Yeah, and because your like arm is through there, I would say probably it's not really going to affect it so much for this. And mainly, I'm just saying that because it's a saving throw instead of like a bonus to armor class. So
Yeah.
we'll just do it straight up, and he gets a 17 on the die. I rolled really well on saving throws, guys. let's wait for the attacks. Yeah, 17 plus 2 at 19.
Okay, then
So it lashes out at him, and he just kind of, sidesteps it a little bit, and it bounces off his shoulder.
okay, then for my attack, how far away would you say he is from me? Is he like a full 15?
Yeah, 15 feet. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am going to. So I have a 20-foot range with my spear. So I'm gonna throw that.
So just in case, I will say
Yeah, I don't
you
think
do
that's
get the impression that these bars, like, they're not super strong. I'll just say that.
Okay, so did my shoulder bash into them do anything really?
Well, I mean, if I would say if you want to use that as your action, it could. But what I didn't want is for you to like make an attack and also do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you want to use your attack use your action.
That was kind of my intention. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if you want to use your action to do that, you absolutely could. I would just say let's go ahead and basically you're a large body, and I'm just gonna say go ahead and make it like you would with an attack because you're just a huge barbarian who is raging. So let's go ahead and make it as if you would.
Or you could throw the spear because Fizwick's really confident with it that his special shooty long mage hand thing, when he gets to be the guy to do the stretch across the room for the 3rd time tonight, he can pull down his thing with 10 pounds. So you could just let that spear fly, and I'm pretty sure.
I don't think I could like get the spear accurately through the bars. That's the other reason I'm not going to.
Okay.
But
I keep trying to give you a heroic moment, man. I thought he was gonna get to slide down the sled, fire around him.
Oh, the shield.
Don't think that Grukfar didn't notice how hard everyone is trying to help him out of a jam. Okay, it's being logged.
See, he's developed a stigma off of it now. He's.
So I'm gonna just throw my shoulder into it.
Yeah.
I guess I'll do it like an unarmed strike.
Yeah, and I'll just say go ahead and treat it like one of your hand axe attacks, basically, because an unarmed strike won't do that much damage, and I would rather have again, you're a huge hulking barbarian.
Would it be like a strength contest?
So 10.
Okay, so you rolled 10 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you definitely notice like a couple bars like bend significantly, and it's a little bit closer now for sure. Yep. Okay. Next up, we've got Nildar, and Nildar is going to move up to Grukfar All these duergar names are still the same. They all end in
Can I-
R.
Can I address him while he's attacking me?
Absolutely.
What are you doing in my territory?
Your territory. Traitor! I don't know your name, but I know I'm going to crush you. And he is going to roll a 19 to hit with his war pick.
That's a hit.
Okay. And enlarged, he does 2d8 damage. Start praying. Okay, so that's 10 plus 2. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's right, yeah. 12 damage he does with his war pick as he bites into through your armor.
Okay.
All right, and that is, well, actually, no, he is going to move right here. And Grukfar, I'll just say that you could, as he kind of shoves this door open, you could probably see into this room without too much issue. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. And next up, it is Fizwick.
What are those bars looking like?
They're looking pretty bent where Clay is. I mean, they're not super thick. They don't seem super strong. So, yeah.
If he hit it again, do you think they would break? Or does Fizwick think they might break?
I think you get the impression that if Clay hits it again, it would probably break. I'll say that. Another hit like what Clay did, yeah. Or bend enough.
I'm going to cast Bonfire. Can I cast Bonfire right on that guy?
Absolutely.
I'm going to forego the mage hand. I've got confidence in Hulk over here.
Okay. So, how much damage
I didn't
does
rip
that
these
do?
shorts for nothing.
1d8.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that damage. Or does he have to make a saving throw or anything? Let's see.
A dexterity saving throw.
Okay, dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 fire damage. Yeah. All right. Well, he rolls awesome saving throws. Oh, he finally rolled low. Okay, so that's a 5 plus 2 is 7. So, yeah, definitely not going to make it. And go ahead and roll that 1d8 of damage.
5.
Nice. Okay. Very good. Anything else you'd like to do, Fizwick, as you hear his cry of pain as this fire leaps up around his legs?
I can't sneak through this, can I?
No, it's you're almost there as a goblin, but it's just a little bit too small for your head to fit through mainly.
Just gonna try to hide in the corner here.
Okay. Cool. All right, that brings us to Grukfar.
Okay. I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. Yeah. Grukfar's getting beat up pretty good by his people. They're picking on him
Getting
for
hit
good
pretty
reason.
hard. I expected nothing less.
I just realized that was an awesome pun. They're picking on him.
Hi-oh.
And I am going to, you know what? You can't run from a situation like this. I'm going to stay right where I am, and I'm going to address Nildar and say, did you bring your brothers with you? Are you going to take me back in chains or dead?
You know the Sunblight. You are one of us. Ugh. Pray to the gods you don't meet my brothers. And,
Is he saying that while he's on fire?
yeah.
Okay. He was pretty clear about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So, come on, roll with the drama. All right, very good. We've got Nikos back to the top of the order
It
here.
just added drama because he was underlit.
Yes, exactly. Thinking like a director
All right.
now.
Yeah.
He's like Blackbeard. He's just got fire in his beard, making it smoke, and
Exactly.
Okay. Nikos is
character.
going to make a makeshift lasso
Hmm.
out of the rope that he pulled out of his
Oh wait,
actually.
did we skip Fizwick? No, we didn't.
No.
You did the bonfire. Yep. Okay.
I lit him on fire, and then he gave his clear performance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a makeshift lasso, and then tie the other end of the lasso to a bear trap.
All right.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw the lasso and snag the lever, and then tie the other end of the lasso to the bear trap, which is shut, and I'm going to keep it shut. But then make it taut. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the bear trap as a weight to just yank down on the rope once it's attached.
I like it. Let's just go with a straight up dexterity. You know, as if you're trying to maneuver something. Just give me a straight up dexterity roll.
All right, that is a 16.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say that's good enough. You managed to swing it in such a way that the lever gets hit with the weight of the bear trap, is knocked down, and the bars raise up. Yep. All right. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, that's it. I'll just look at Clay and say, the way is open. Quick, Grukfar needs help.
Very tactfully done. Okay. Good. I'm typing the initiative in the chat here for you guys.
Should have threw that spear, man.
All right. Next up, we've got Clay.
Okay, so I'm gonna look sideways at Nikos and kind of groan, but I will take his advice and move in. And then yeah, two axes straight at his head. Probably thrown, actually.
Okay.
Oof. 24 is the first one.
How much?
24 and 23, both to hit.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So those definitely both hit. Yep. All right. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And then.
And you're raging, so don't forget the extra.
Yep.
Oh.
So 9 for the first one.
Yep.
And 7 for the second one.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. He is looking really rough. I mean, he's singed. He is now bleeding as he has basically, you know, one of the axes glanced him real good. The other one is actually sticking out of his shoulder there.
Is that door behind him, like, is it like solid stone, or is it kind of cracked open, or?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably see, like, he's pushed it open just a crack. You can see in there.
So for my, because I didn't take a bonus action, so for my bonus action, can I run past Grukfar, grab his shield, and shove the duergar into the door?
So if you do 2 attacks, one of those technically is like your bonus action, and you don't get another one, I think. Unless you have, do you have 2 weapon fighting or something?
I do have 2 weapon fighting, yeah.
Okay, then I think you're good to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Says if I take the attack action, which for me, attack is 2 weapon,
yeah.
then I can do a shield master shove. But if taking the shield from Grukfar counts as an action, then I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's just pushing it a little too much with the taking of the shield and, you know, especially if it's like strapped onto Grukfar's arm.
Okay,
ostensibly.
then I'm gonna stay back here where I was.
Okay, cool. All right, very good.
Do you want to yell, "Toss me the shield," to me? I mean,
Probably not if he's looking as rough as he is, and there's 3
yeah,
other.
I know. I might not give it to you. I'm just guessing. You know what I mean? Like you
nicely
you
next
can ask.
time?
I'm just saying you can ask. I don't know if I'm willing
What's
to
the magic
drop my
word?
AC.
I just want to see you
Please,
beg.
Grukfar, can I have your shield?
Grukfar yells, "What are you doing here, Nildar?"
Well, Nildar is not really thinking very clearly right now.
Okay.
He is bleeding profusely. He is singed, and he just kind of is going to stumble backwards through here. Go, get away! All of you, leave! And he stumbles back. He is going to provoke an opportunity attack from you. So you can go ahead and make that attack, Grukfar.
Do I have advantage then when I make this attack?
No, you don't have
No.
advantage, but yep, you do get to make an attack.
Oh, okay. I will do that. I rolled a 15.
Okay. Well, it is. Ooh, that doesn't quite hit. So yeah, he kind of managed just to slam against the wall as your is it your mace or what is it?
My warhammer.
Your warhammer, strikes into the stone wall, and as he stumbles back, there's a desk in this room. The door is now open, and you can see he kind of slumps back against the desk, and he pulls a javelin from the desk, and he is going to hurl it at. Well, he's probably going to hurl it at you. If I'm being honest about this, I hate to be picking on Grukfar, but he had it coming when he left the Underdark.
It's true.
Oh man, that is going to be a 22 to hit with the javelin.
Yeah, that makes contact.
All right. And that is going to be 11 damage.
I think he's dead. Look at that
And
face. Look at his face. I think he's dead.
You said it's 11.
yeah, 11
You can't
points of
just
damage.
look at his face. You have
Okay.
to bend down and feel for breath.
When the javelin makes contact, can I yell something else at him?
Yeah.
I hereby vow to clear every sunblight from this land, or drive them back underground like a tent stake.
And he just kind of, you see the fire in his white eyes as his eyebrows, just kind of he furrows his brow at you and just kind of coughs up a little bit of blood as he tries to speak, but he can't. All right. That brings us to Fizwick.
He's gonna jump back over here. He's gonna try shooting him with his bow.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Ooh, 24.
That is definitely a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
7.
All right. Go ahead and tell me how this arrow kills Nildar Sunblight.
Fizwick grabs it out over the back of his head and then straps it up, and as the feathers go back, licks it a little bit with a little bit of his own blood, cuts his tongue, and lets it fly right in his head.
Yeah, as he slumps over the desk, he's just kind of back like this, and it's just a perfect shot right into his eye, and he just lays there across the desk, bleeding and now still lifeless.
And Fizwick says, "Stick around." Wait, and he says it like that too. He said it just like that.
After the fact?
Yeah, after the fact, with a bad Austrian accent.
I forgot to ask, was Nildar just wearing a chainmail muscle tee over a bare chest? Do you know what I'm talking about? Isn't that what that guy is?
I don't remember.
No.
Were you referencing
I was trying to come up with an.
I got the wrong one. I was thinking of Commando. Let off some steam. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
We're getting our 80s action movies mixed
I
up
think
here.
it's the same one. Stick around. I think he threw a big knife at some dude, and he stuck to the wall, and somewhere he told someone to stick around.
Yeah. You're
Sounds
right.
right?
You're right. You got it.
I think these both happen.
Grukfar, are you down and out?
No, I am barely hanging on though. I'm walking around, but
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to walk over to Grukfar and like help him up, like put his arm around. Well, I'll help him up.
Yeah. Yeah,
I can't
you
hold him up
just
that
kind of, you know. Let's
and-
do this in a clay way.
Yeah, I'm gonna like walk him into the room so that he's by.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Is he-
Nildar. Yep.
I couldn't quite see from around the corner there, and I say to you, Clay, I say, is he dead?
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, you don't see any movement from his chest or anything.
Okay. Someone else better take the lead.
I imagine for a second that there's like this, you know, kind of like this, this like dying soldier moment between Clay and Grukfar. Is he dead, Clay? Yes. No, you got him, Grukfar. Don't worry about it. You got him.
He
Leave
saved
me.
us all.
Leave me behind.
No.
I'm setting you up
problem.
to say I never leave a man behind, Clay.
No, I was gonna say no problem. Enjoy your new castle.
Oh, man,
man.
that's good.
Okay. Well,
No, I thought maybe you would want to be the first to inspect the body.
Yeah, I'll go inspect him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's very
Before
well.
I walk in the room, I do a quick check for any levers or buttons or
Yeah,
triggers.
don't
or
take my
tripwires.
advice about which rooms to walk into from now on.
Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Before I even go through here, I just kind of like glance around. What do I see? Should I do a perception check? What should I do here?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and make a perception check. Yep.
Okay. All right, I rolled a 20.
Investigation or perception?
Yeah. So you don't notice anything particularly menacing in here, like any sign of danger, any traps or levers or anything like that. But I will kind of narrate a little bit of what you all see here in his quarters, basically the commander's quarters. A stone-carved bed and desk occupy this drab room. Atop the desk are several shards of dark crystal, as well as crumpled up pieces of paper and a burlap sack draped over a glowing object that emits colored light that shifts from blue to green to red. He knocked this object to the ground, and you can clearly see that it is a lantern of sorts that is changing color, and it's laying on the ground. Yeah, what would you guys? I mean, it's not a particularly clean quarters here, but yeah.
Can I walk over to the lantern and just pick it up and
Yeah.
I think we found our star.
You mean the Northern Light?
It would appear so.
Can't
Yep,
argue with you there.
Yeah, so it's just shifting color. Doesn't seem to be doing much else other than just shifting colors.
I want to look more closely at those. You say they're crystals?
Yeah, There's some dark crystals on this table, and I would say as residents of Icewind Dale, you would probably remember tales from long ago of a dark stone and a wizard's tower that was built of this dark, glassy, black substance, and it was destroyed, and the land and the curse was lifted, and so you get kind of probably somewhat of a sinking feeling as you see it. It is not. It has a bad reputation, and you know it to be shardlin.
Are those what I think they are?
I'm afraid so, but we've got a resident expert here. We better consult first.
What
And
are they
I
doing
lean
here?
back and I sort of call out for Nikos and say, "You better take a look at this, Nikos."
Nikos will enter, somewhat sheepishly, and I will investigate or insight.
Why don't you actually go ahead and make an Arcana check, if you don't mind?
I can indeed. Yosh! 23 on a nat 20.
Ooh, man. All right. So yeah, you definitely recognize this as Shardolin. Whether or not you've seen it, you've definitely read about it, Nikos. And yeah, it is a a very strong substance that has, it has, good qualities, we'll say, powerful qualities of some kind. But you probably don't know too much more about it, but you would know the history of Icewind Dale, I assume, if you're familiar with the history of the realms. And yeah, this wizard's tower that was built of this and then destroyed, the remnants of this black stone still scattered throughout Icewind Dale in various places. And it seems that Nildar was a bit of a collector here. And you know that, yeah, this is something that dark wizards have often sought.
What might they be doing with this Grukfar? What is it doing here?
I haven't the slightest idea. Nikos, is this something that would curse you or burn you just to touch it? What is this?
Well, this appears to be Shadlin, a very dark material that was used to build the towers that used to house the great evil here in Icewind Dale. From Thay, we only heard rumors of the substances that the walls and ceilings and floors were built upon, offering great power to those who knew how to wield it. I've never seen it before in my life, but if your family was involved with it, then they were into some very dark magic. And dark magic always comes at a price.
Whatever they wanted with it, we should probably not leave it here. If anybody comes back looking, they'll have all of this to themselves. Can we actually, what, the Northern Light was wrapped in a thing, right?
Yeah, it was wrapped in a cloth, but knocked off the desk by
Does
Nildar.
It's safe to handle though, right? Presumably he was just covering up the light.
Yeah, you don't notice any.
Can I hand one of the people in the room with me, either Nikos or Grukfar, the Northern Light, and then make a little makeshift pouch or purse to put the black stones in?
Seeing Clay do that, Nikos will raise his hand. No, I've seen you manifest at least some form of supernatural power. Grukfar and myself as well. Under no circumstances may we touch this object. Sorry, just to clarify, Nate, do I know what I, the player, would know about Shadlin, or would I, where's my limitation on...
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would let you decide that. It's definitely has a bad reputation.
For example, I know that it has the ability to absorb magic on a very sliding scale, ranging from, cool, I've absorbed a spell, and now I have a thing that I can use a one-time effect, to, you no longer have magic anymore.
Yeah, I would say that you would be suspicious of it probably, and know that it definitely readily accepts enchantment.
Yeah,
even
so
though
I would
itself
suggest
is
that,
not magical.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, so I would straight up say that Clay, Grukfar, and myself cannot ever come into contact with this until it's properly examined, and I would suggest that while your idea to use a cloth would be good, I would insist that Fizwick be the one to...
I catch your drift, and I set the cloth on the desk, and I just yell, Fizwick, there's stuff in here for you to steal.
And Fizwick walks into the room. I was like, what? He was out.
Hold on. Fizzy.
Oh.
As much as I'd like to play a joke on you, I don't want to curse you for life.
And
Careful. This is looks like it's a pretty gem, a lovely dawdle, but I warn you, it's not. It could hurt you. It could hurt all of us. What I suggest you do, and I'm asking you here, I know you don't always follow suggestions, but please use your mage hand to drop it into the sack, and then we'll lift the sack up.
Whoa, wait. Sorry, does Fizwick have magic as well? God damn it, why does everyone have magic?
So Nate, I would argue that my abilities are biological.
Yeah, I would agree with you, actually. I don't think you're technically have any, arcane magic or anything.
No,
Okay.
I don't.
Well,
I don't.
Nikos doesn't understand that, and we'll obviously tell Fizwick the same thing. It's like, well, if you've got magic, because I thought you were just. I mean, like Nikos's perception of goblin magic is like, I throw a stick with some tinder and it becomes fire. He thought you were actually making fire, not using spells. So he's been like, wait, whoa, all right. Maybe if we get some ice. And at this point, Clay can do whatever, because...
I have 1 point. Like,
Okay, I think I might. Oh,
I mean-
go ahead, Fizz.
No, my intelligence, or what is it, 8? I'm just at the borderline cutoff point of not being able to cast a spell, I think. Because if you go any lower than 8, you can't read, I think, or something.
So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But Nikos basically will explain that these rocks have the ability to basically think of them like sponges for magic.
Okay.
But they have been known to remove magic permanently from someone who touches it.
okay, so knowing that I do not wield magic, I mean, I know that about myself. Then I will retcon a bit and scoop the stones up in the cloth, and I'm gonna try to. Does anybody have like string or anything? Because I want to try to like tie it and then hang it from like my spear or something, almost like a charm, so that I don't have to put it in a pocket.
Clay,
I love how he says a charm and not a bindle. Because that's
Ryan, you're trying to push it into the sack
No,
without touching it?
No, he's
I'm
trying to
gonna
tie it.
I'll pick it up like I'm picking up my dog droppings
Yeah.
up from the sidewalk, but I want to tie it to my spear so that I can carry it away from myself. I don't want to like
okay.
tuck it up against my body.
Do you have some rope with you?
I feel like rope would be a little bit overkill.
Fizwick has some twine. I've got some twine here, and he hands you the twine and grabs the gem.
Mm-hmm. And Ryan, when Clay touched it, like with the cloth, even like there was still like there was just this like coldness that
So he can
definitely
grab the
emanated
gem.
from it,
I didn't
even,
grab the gem. I said so
even
he can
through
grab
the cloth.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to put it against my body. So I take the twine from Fizwick, and was there a gem in here? Were there like goods that Fizwick would have tried to grab?
You mean in this room?
I don't remember what else you said was in here.
Yeah, so there's some crumpled up pieces of paper on the desk, and other than that, like just kind of
Can I investigate the pieces of paper?
the shards themselves are there's 3 of them, and they're dagger sized. Yeah.
So
let's see
I
if there's
make like
anything else here.
a little like a kindling bundle almost with cloth wrapped around it, and then I wind the twine around it and the haft of my spear,
Mm-hmm.
and I just I hold it close to myself so I can protect it, but far enough away so it's not touching my person at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actually, I dangle it over Fizwick threateningly.
Fizwick's eating bugs.
All right, so Alex, you said you wanted to investigate the paper?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So there is one, the first crumpled up piece of paper you read says, "My son, we are growing more powerful than you can imagine. You don't even understand the glory of it, the power found in the ice. But they will soon learn. Doom soars on dragon's wings." And I'll type that into the, well, I'll send you guys that too, so you can have that. Yeah, I'll send it right after the game, so you can add that to your notes if you'd like to. The other one, and then that is signed Zardarok, or who you know is the father of Nildar, and the leader of the Sunblight clan. The other one says, "Brother, you will find me on the frozen ferry in East Haven. From this new base, the search for Chardalyn continues. Long may our father reign over this dark land. Dearth."
I look up and I say to the assembly, it's worse than we thought. Or sorry, it's worse than I thought. They brought the old man with them. Every last one of them might be up here now. And it looks like they're after some more of this this Chardolin, is my guess. And I say, look here, and I point to the paper to where it says East Haven. Fizwick, Clay, this is where you hail from, isn't it?
Yep. I hail from nowhere. I'm pretty nomadic around the 10 towns, but I am familiar.
Frozen Ferry? Does that ring a bell, Fizwick?
I've spent some time in East Haven. I've got some connections there.
Yeah, Fizwick would know that the ferry is like, and you probably anyone who spent much time in 10 towns would know that the ferry was like, you know, a big deal in East Haven, big trade port, and Lac-Dinishir is the lake there that goes all the way up to Caer Konig, where you guys were as well. But most of it is frozen now, and certainly the ferry dock is now frozen.
If we go to East Haven, we got to make sure we hide all of our special goods because pock picketing is illegal. So I don't know if I would just be walking into town with those shiny, sunny gems.
Yeah, no one would want to get caught pock picketing.
Nikos, do you know someone we could consult to learn a little bit more about this Chardolin? To know what we've got in our hands here.
Do I know any wizards from Icewind Dale that, just from my connections?
So,
I mean, I know a lot about Chardolin, just saying, Grukfar, yeah, Nikos, you're good, but, you know, we need someone better.
Yeah, I mean, you have a Red Wizard of Thay, former Red Wizard of Thay in your company, but yeah, I mean, I would say.
Do you have an offended look on your face, Nikos, when I ask that question?
A little bit, definitely a little affronted here.
You can't tell it's covered.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you the history of the object, so that would be more what I'd be looking at. But I could tell you the properties and what it is believed to be able to do and how it functions. Like, I could tell you that. I'm just not, because I know Fizwick's going to do it.
Okay.
Hint, hint. It's breaking it.
So, Nikos, you would know. I mean, probably your time in Bryn Shander, you might know of some wizards, but I would imagine you almost disdain their level of knowledge about magic compared to what you're used to.
Yes.
But Fizwick would definitely know that, you know, the Darksea Workshop, who often sends him out on errands, a place with, you know, kind of a magic shop, but also just an old curiosity shop, really, with just kind of odd, strange things, pretty little gems. That Fizwick has a feeling that there's Fizwick knows that there's also kind of an underground organization there with some people who seem to know magic, a lot of things about magic objects. So, and Ryan, if you spent any time in East Haven, you might also have heard murmurings of this underground
Yeah, I feel like it
organization.
would be to my benefit to hear as much as I can, whether I'm dealing with various people or not.
Mm-hmm.
But why don't I hang on to this for now, and we continue on our way. We can decide what to do with it later. If there is more to be found, we may want to make quick work of it.
Yes, I think this is a safe idea, Clay, but don't forget, while we may have gotten the Northern Light, there is still much that has been taken from the town. Perhaps there's another hidden chamber or somewhere that they've stored away the other things they have stolen.
I
There's another
concur.
place.
Does the desk have drawers, or is it just a table, essentially?
So yeah, it has drawers. You do find in the desk a small bag of pearls as well.
Ooh.
Oh, there they are.
And yeah, other than that, really nothing of value. You know, I imagine
Is Fizwick out of the room when that happens? When I find those pearls? It looks like he is on
He
Owlbear.
wandered off. He's definitely wandered off.
Okay. I get Nikos' attention and I toss him the pearls for him to stow them away.
Are you calling him a swine?
No, he's
No.
just being just as shady as I am by not saying we found pearls.
Kind of true, but I mean, Fizzy,
He's
you must understand
protecting
why
you.
we're a little uneasy right now about your ways.
I totally understand.
Okay.
He knows your proclivities, and he's trying to make a better goblin out of you.
Before I
not
leave the
think
room,
of
can I just quick check Nildar for any, other notes, possessions on his person?
Yeah, no, you don't find anything else. He's got his war pick, javelin, probably, a crude, well, not crude, but a simple duergar dagger at his belt.
Okay.
That's about it.
Can I?
I want to take his dagger.
Okay. Yeah, you can do
And,
so.
Dagger?
and I want to pocket those notes.
Can
You
I?
definitely recognize the dagger, and it even looks like the sort of thing that you may have worked on at one point or another.
Okay.
Is there anything special about the war pick? Is it just a war pick?
Yeah, it's a pretty simple war pick. It is not magical or anything. Yep.
Okay. Can I take the war pick, Grukfar, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, simple war pick.
Does he have any armor on?
He has some large like pauldrons. He's now shrunken back to his normal size, by the way, after death. But he's got some large like metal pauldrons, but it's nothing fancy. I think he has splint mail.
Do you have a shield?
Duergar splint mail. Nope, no shield.
Okay.
Look, I know this may have been a very attractive duergar by standards, but we don't need to strip him. Okay, let's keep moving, shall we? Leave him with at least some of his dignity. Yes.
I want to see if everything grows and shrinks.
Ask Grukfar, and I'm gonna walk away.
There's barely anything left of that splint armor anyway after you've worked it over.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just curious if he had a shield.
From this point forward, we've got to clear the rest of this fortress, but I don't feel in good conscience I can take the lead anymore. I'm not in good shape to do it. Can anyone else step forward at this point and help me a little bit? Anyone else want to take the lead as we investigate?
I'll walk in front.
Yeah.
Unless somebody else wants to.
Oh, Nikos is gone.
Oh. I think
Nikos went back to Nikos went back to Kier
an
Conan.
answer for you.
Yeah, that's it. But before Clay and Grukfar head back, how many pearls, like number wise, how many pearls in that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say probably like a dozen or something. Yep.
Cool.
I'll have to look and see if it says that, but that sounds about right.
That is fine. If we say a dozen, I'll give it. I'll palm off three pearls to Fizwick, just off to the side while we're moving forward, and I'll sort of make and then give him a wink, and then
Gives him the wink back.
So, being that I'm right there, can I make?
No. I said before. While you're talking with Grukfar. So no, you may not.
I left the room. Yeah, Owlbear is really not catching up. Holy smokes!
Oh man, I think it has to do with like I have to have the window up. Yep, there it is.
There we go.
I pull the window. Why does it do that?
Yeah.
I don't have to have the window up. I got a million windows.
Yeah,
Well,
so
that just means you have to buy
I
another
actually
computer.
followed Fizwick out of the room.
Okay.
Oh, did you? Oh, I thought Grukfar was talking to you earlier on.
So anyway, I assume Nikos, you would find a moment when Clay.
Yeah. I'll
Grukfar
find a
are
moment,
not-
whether it's here or whether it's later on or whatever. I'll find that moment.
Yep. Sounds good. Okay. So.
But yeah, Clay, it showed you like right next to Grukfar.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
pages.
It was weird. I looked at my screen and then I looked at that screen and they were completely
Yeah.
different.
Sorry, I'm not sure what's going on with ye old owlbear rodeo. Okay, let's go ahead and you guys are going to the next room. There is a stone door. Would you like to open it?
Hell yeah.
He would.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a lot on Nikos' mind at the moment. The duergar, the attack, Grukfar's history with these people, and the like. Nikos is seems a little bit more hastened by his by the latest revelations, especially involving the Shadlin.
Yeah.
It almost looks like he's very absent-mindedly taking the lead. Like, I don't check for traps. Just like opening the door, walking in like I own the place.
You're in your own head.
Yeah.
As we walk past, is that like a drawbridge? What is that?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's the entrance. Yeah.
Right,
Big
but what's
stone
the-
doors, and there's a drawbridge there that can be pulled up, back toward the interior.
Okay, but it's down.
It is down, yes.
Right.
Okay, so in this room here, let's see. Okay, this chamber appears to be a cell block lined with stone doors that have small barred windows set into them at dwarf's eye height. Snow and wind enter the room from a barred window in the northeast corner that looks out toward the snow-covered bunkers that guard the main entrance. You see a corridor going upstairs toward the west. And other than that, you see these small cell blocks, and you can hear a noise coming from within. In two of them, there seem to be some, let's see here, kind of zombie-like creatures. They're covered in mushrooms, actually, and fungus in these two right here. And there is also some bleating coming from these two cells right here. It sounds like goats.
Aha.
Do we know what the fungus covered ones are?
I would say probably Grukfar would definitely recognize this as the work of like myconids. Like a myconid sovereign will often turn other humanoid creatures into its spore servants. And as a resident of the Underdark for some time, Grukfar would be familiar with that process.
Are they visible? Is it visible to us that they are just some kind of humanoid, or do we know for a fact like it's clearly like a human or an elf or a dwarf that's been turned?
That's a good question here. They are humans. Yes.
Okay.
Grukfar, are they suffering?
Mightily, yes. They
Fizwick.
are.
Would you
All
mind
right.
helping them out?
Fizwick lights a bonfire in both of them.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to do so, and you don't hear any cries of pain or anything like that, as they're just kind of engulfed in these flames, and within a couple minutes sink.
Is
back.
there like a cover to close the window, the viewer window?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll close it just so the spores can't get out once they become airborne.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Good. All right. What else would you guys like to do here?
Grukfar, jeez, I'm not Grukfar. Clay will go over to the cell with the goats and smash the locks and let them free.
Okay. Yeah.
Zombie goats!
You managed to do so. The doors.
Didn't even check.
Watch
door-
their fainting goats and they just fall over. Oh, come on, guys. I'm trying to help you out here.
Yep. So the goats come out, and they are, seem to be shaking themselves and very happy to have a little bit more free space here.
Fizwick wants to take some rope and just gather them all up because we still don't know what we've found, down the hallway yet. So maybe we might need some goats. So he ties them all up. Oh, nice goats! I'm going to tie these guys up like this. Oh, not right here.
Can I just walk by and take a little peek in the other windows of the cells just to make sure that there's nothing else in there, even though we don't hear any noises?
Yeah, in one of them over here, over here, you do see just a dead human. In the other ones, there appears to be no movement whatsoever.
No fungus on the dead human.
No, not on this one.
Okay.
It's a man. You know, the corpse looks to be pretty rotten. Black hair and a pretty long beard.
Okay.
Can we hear anything up the hallway here? The chamber?
Yeah, you actually hear some snoring. And let's go ahead and get to it. Sorry, too many windows. Okay. There we go. So, yeah, you guys hear some snoring coming from the north here as Nikos walks forward into the room.
What do you see up
there? Nikos is gonna kind of quietly sneak around. Actually, no. You know what? No, Nikos is still in his own head. He's gonna walk in.
Very good. Let's see what you. Yeah, I mean there are 4 doors.
Clay rushes up behind him. Actually.
Okay. Yeah, there are 4 doors here, and you hear some snoring coming from the north, and that's about it.
Is there anything in this room?
No, I mean it's very empty. There's, other than like basically some rocky debris and things like that. I would imagine there's like maybe a small table in one corner, but other than that, nothing really here.
I run up behind as Nikos seems to be just intent on whatever the word is, vacant-mindedly exploring everything. I run up behind him and just put a hand on his shoulder and then motion to him to be shh.
Nikos sort of looks and sort of snaps, almost like this glazed look kind of snaps forth from him. He then, of course. He starts using his telepathy. Apologies, I don't know where my head was at just then. And as he I was gonna say, as he connects the telepathy, what you see is like almost like these shards of obsidian wedged into the snow. And every now and then just Nikos' thoughts just flash with these images.
I kind of shake my head to like refocus myself even, and I say, they're sleeping. Let's try to keep it that way. But
we will need to incapacitate them, otherwise they will simply be behind us if they awake.
Can we see, like, do the doors that are closed, do they have windows or openings in them?
No, they don't. And Nikos, you definitely hear snoring coming from the one you're standing right next to, and nowhere else.
Fizwick has oil. He's got fire. We could set such a glorious trap, get them all to come out, and just light this whole room on fire, suffocate them in.
Can Nikos?
You are just a tiny little burning hammer, aren't you? And everything is a flammable nail.
That's got to be a t-shirt. Nikos, can your telepathy, can it kind of work one way? Like, can you send it into that room to see who we might be dealing with, or does it not work that way?
Bear with me. I have multiple forms of telepathy. Let me just check. I have my aberrant mind one, in which I can form a connection to someone I can see. And then I have I can use the message spell, which is it is also a telepathy, but functions as the message spell, which I need to do.
Wake somebody up.
So yeah, I'm just snoring coming from this room.
If anybody has any other ideas, I'm gonna approach unless anybody has other ideas, I'm gonna approach the rooms sort of one by one that we don't hear snoring from, and just sort of like quietly as I can push the door open, look in.
Okay. So yes, I can actually target someone in a direction with message because it doesn't say I need line of sight or anything.
But that would
Just
wake that person up, right?
I mean, maybe.
Looking into their brain.
What I could potentially do here is I could attempt a perform check to make to sort of sing a lullaby in his head.
To keep him asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to create like an ambient lullaby kind of noise.
Should we check these other rooms first? They seem safer than the one with somebody in it.
No, I think we cannot shirk our safety. If we search the safe rooms and then they awaken, we lose the initiative. All right.
Good thing for Nikos.
Fizwick kind of hides in the corner just to wait for whatever comes out of whatever door.
You got your bow at the ready.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna send a message inside to whatever creature happens to be in there. And in that particular sense, I got a 17 on my performance check to sing a Thayan lullaby.
Would you get like an understanding of what that creature is then back to you? Or is it just a one-way street?
No.
Yeah, you can just send a message essentially, right?
Yeah, correct.
So
I think they can choose to respond to me.
okay.
Yeah, they can choose to respond to me, but only if they choose to. I can't dig around for information.
Can you make him think it's a dream so that he will want to sort of mentally respond to the dream?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Well, you definitely hear a little break in the snoring, but it's not, but it resumes, and it's definitely, seems to not have a huge effect.
Is it a duergar? Duergar or duergar?
Well, I don't think we know what it is.
Duergar?
I don't think we know because the door's closed,
You
right?
haven't seen it yet. It's just snoring, but
So
it appears to be.
So the music. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say the music that I'm gonna do is gonna be a little bit rhythmic. So it's gonna be something like, "If your friends are still alive, clap your hands," and then I'm gonna try and get him to respond. And then on the clap, I'm like gonna signal Clay to open the door when in his mind he's clapping in tune with the song.
Open the door by you.
Nikos, have you gestured us all back towards you, towards just that one door? Because right now everyone's stationed over there.
Yes. I will gesture towards this door.
Now, one thought, like being that you saw what was in the cells in the other room, Grukfar, would you have an idea of what might be in here?
Look, there's only one way to know what's behind this door. I'm whispering right now, by the way. There's only one way to know for sure.
Away.
And I will also just note for the record that Michael has to leave in about 7 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
I want to be as forward as possible. I'm pretty grievously injured here. I'll open the door and I'll look and I'll tell you.
Okay.
Everyone, move out of the way.
I don't like it, but that seems to be the consensus.
All right.
Okay, I want to just slowly ease the door open and just kind of peek in there.
Yeah. So you do so. You see, just cracking it open, a duergar with several bottles laying around. One kind of near his hand on the bed, and he is thoroughly passed out here on the bed. Definitely looks to be in a drunken stupor.
Fizwick, you're up again.
Okay, I don't touch the door. I just leave it open to crack. I ease back over and I imagine everyone's kind of huddled around me or to the side or something, and I say, one duergar. He's knocked out cold. He's been drinking, looks like, all day. I think we can really get the jump on him here. What's our plan?
I think we need to check the other rooms. Go ahead and check door number 2.
If we light him up or start attacking him and he wakes other people up, we're going to be in big trouble.
Oh, well, then every one of you peek in a door.
Okay, I'm gonna peek in this door.
Fizwick's
Making it
peeking
fair
in
and
this
equal. All right. So yeah, in the other one,
Nikos
Definitely.
has a question.
Nikos has a question.
yes.
Okay. Logistically, what would happen if I took a bear trap, set it, and then put it on his head?
That could very well kill him
And then lit him on fire.
or maim him badly. This room
Yeah.
is empty,
Certainly
Fizwick.
disrupt his sight.
Just a bed. It's a soldier's quarters.
And there's nothing in it? Like
Yeah,
nothing
just-
further? No extra doors or anything?
No. Yeah.
Then
Okay,
why
what-
is that gray area there? Okay, thanks.
To,
All right,
to
what-
throw you guys off.
What do I peek when I peek in?
Did everyone hear Nico's plan?
I don't respond because I'm on the other side.
Oh,
of
you're
the
on the other
room.
side of the room. Okay, I just see Nikos is doing, and I just ready my warhammer in case it's going to be required of me.
All right. Nikos, are you doing the deed?
If your head is still attached, clap your hands, and then I slam it in his head.
And yeah, I mean the teeth of this trap just dig in, and he opens his eyes briefly, and then dies. Blood just dripping, still lifeless. You smell blood and liquor heavy on his breath.
Oh my God. I will
Blood
look
before
at
liquor.
Grukfar and I will say, "I'll be a minute. I'll close the door."
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. I stand in front of the door. I put a sock on the door.
Nikos
Pickle-
is
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be
this is
out for
definitely-
the rest of the night.
This is definitely pickled duergar brain, and yeah, I will go to town on this duergar's brain.
Yeah, this is the first good meal you've had in a while here.
Mm.
All right, good. The other two rooms are empty. Similar, just kind of, a bed, table maybe. Nothing significant here. These are rooms that the other duergar who rushed after you had vacated, so apparently not quite as drunk as their mate. But that is the extent of this facility here, the Duergar outpost, and
Fizwick,
You
I
guys-
think we can let the goats free now.
you guys have recovered some items from Caer Konig that the town's folk were looking for, and you have received information about more Duergar, the brother of Nildar, in East Haven. So, just for my planning purposes, do you guys hope to stop in Caer Konig next session, or do you plan to go to East Haven or elsewhere?
So
What are you thinking?
we're looking at probably the end of the day by now, right?
For now, yeah, it's probably the end of the day. Yep.
I'd probably say we should go to Caer Konig, give the lantern back, and
those
all
goats.
the stuff.
Yeah.
Should we?
Yeah,
should we,
and then head to East Haven.
should
Mhm.
we make our camp here tonight since we have a roof over our heads, and head out in the morning? Take a long rest.
I wouldn't say they'd miss one of these goats, if you know what I mean. Oh, look,
Nikos
one's
walked
already
out.
dead. Look at that. I don't know how this happened.
Nikos walks out and seems to have a bit of a schmutz on, like, that's
Nikos, what do you say we stay bed here for tonight? We've got these beds that are ready to go. What do you say?
And we got goat
Hey.
meat.
I think camping out here would be a great idea.
I
We will
prefer
set out
using
in the
one
morning.
that is. I prefer to use one that's brains free, if you know what I mean.
Well, they're all
yes,
brains
these-
free now.
Well, one might be a little. I'm trying to communicate that one might be a little bit heinous.
All right, so yeah, you guys managed to kind of make yourselves comfortable here for the night, and we'll resume next time. And you guys just kind of let me know if you're thinking about going back to Kaer Konig or straight to East Haven. Yeah, for now, the cold wind howls through these chambers, but in your quarters here in the duergar outpost, you managed to find a bit of warmth under the thick wool blankets that these duergar had, and that is where we will end this session. Thank you guys so much. Awesome job. Lots of creative play, lots of fun and interesting ideas that made this hilarious and awesome. So thank you guys, and thank you to our viewers for watching and joining us in the fun. Thanks for sticking around. Remember that patrons of WASD20 do get access to campaign diaries that I do. So sometime between this session and the next, I will be doing a campaign diary exclusive to patrons at the quest giver level. I'll also give a quick plug for a map stream that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a mapathon this Thursday night, probably at 7 or 8 p.m. here on this channel, WASD20 Live. I got a map I got to get done, and it might be like a 3, 4, 5 hour stream where I'm just going to really get some energy drinks and try to go nuts on this map and see if I can finish it. So come hang out with me if you don't mind. Thursday night, 7 or 8 p.m. EST is the time that will be. Anything else you guys want to say before we sign off?
Stay safe, everybody.
Be awesome.
Cool. All right. Thanks again, everybody. We're signing off. You'll see us again in 2 weeks' time. Bye.
All right.
All right. Thanks, everyone.